We're back.
What you saying, people?
What are you saying, everyone? Welcome back to the LDN State of Mind. This is our Frenemies episode 3, where we talk all things football and other sports. Just football though, right now, because there's a lot of football going on at the moment. Things that I don't really want to cover, but still have to cover.
It's alright, bro. We got an international break now, so.
I can't wait, man.
So this is the first
I'm
time.
so happy.
Yeah, I'm never happy for international break either, but.
I'm so happy, man. I'm so happy. But yeah, man. What's up, everyone? Welcome back. My name is Chris. This is my co-host Shay. What you saying, bro?
They are my broski. What you telling me?
Come on, man. So today we're gonna cover from pretty much last Thursday's games in Europa League action.
Shit, then. Yeah.
And then the weekend that just went by. I'll be real, the Champions League games that happened last week were a bit of a bore, man. So I don't even want to cover them.
Standard procedure.
Standard wins, standard losses, like it all, yeah. Alright, do you know what? Let's kick off, no pun intended. Let's kick off with in chronological order. I'll tell you what. Do you know what? Let me go in it. I'll go. I'll get over and done with it.
You do your thing.
So yeah, everyone knows that I'm a Spurs supporter by now. Like, yeah, I'm a Spurs supporter in it, and I'm a season ticket holder, which I have been since I was like, I don't even know how old I was now. I think it's been like 15 years. Wow. Oh my god. Yeah, something like that. It's been some crazy amount of time that I've been a season ticket holder. And I'll be real, in the time that I've been alive, this has been one of the worst games I have ever seen in my life as a Spurs fan. It was terrible. Out of any manager we've ever had, whatever, since my adult life, this is top 3 worst games I've ever seen, and even for what it means as well, it was absolutely terrible. And the thing is, so we ended up losing 3-0 on the night to Dynamo Zagreb, and we had a comfortable, I retract that, man. It was not a comfortable, the first leg we were 2-0 up, yeah, so we just didn't need to. Even if we didn't score and we just didn't concede, we're going through in it to the quarterfinals. But obviously, we did a Spursy. That was a
mad game,
man. Yeah. I'll be real. Terrible performance from everybody. Everybody. I'm not saying one person's name that was actually good that night, because they weren't in it. They really weren't. Yeah, definitely one of the worst performances I've seen in the longest amount of time. And the fact that you do that after you go and lose against Arsenal, like the way you lot did, that's just, the behaviour, the attitude, that's not on, man. And if there were people in that stadium, like Spurs supporters, man, they would be booing them after that game. That's the type of game you would boo your club over. Because you'll get booed for doing a lot better than that. Yeah?
Yeah, defo.
So yeah, we lost 3-0 on the night. We took it to extra time as well. But I'll be real, man. Before the game, I kind of had this feeling that this was gonna happen anyway.
No, not that.
Because I did, man. You know what? I sat there and I wasn't surprised. I wasn't surprised, bro. I was not surprised. Bro, you even text me. You was like, "You watching this?" I was like, "Yeah, because I am." And bro, I expect it, especially after the Arsenal performance as well.
Yeah, but
especially.
Do you know what it was for me? Yeah, is because you won comfortably, you had a 2-0 lead going into the game. Like if you lot turned around and lost 2-1 or 3-1, it wouldn't surprise. Like that wouldn't surprise me, innit? But the fact that all you need to do was score 1 goal, and you couldn't score 1 goal in. What was it? 120 minutes. 120
minutes, bro. 120 minutes.
And I'm gonna get onto this quickly. This away goal rule is a shambles, fam. They need to fix this.
Yeah,
They need to fix this,
yeah,
bro. Even though like you didn't score anyway, so it's not like it made a big difference. But yeah, UEFA need to fix this because that's a joke. But I don't know what happened. I mean, I didn't watch the game. Well, I did. I watched the second half when our game had finished, and I saw because obviously when I'm watching the Arsenal game, the scores pop up in it. So it went 1-0. It went 1-0 Zagreb like 60 minutes or something. And I'm looking at it and I'm like, oh, okay. And I see 2-0 Zagreb at like 84 minutes. I'm like, okay. And then I switched it on, and I'm in my back of my head. I'm thinking, yeah, but you man are gonna create one chance and you'll score in it. But bro, that was a madness. I can't lie. I don't know how you felt because I'm watching it, and my jaw was dropped, fam. I was catching flies, bro. Do you get what I mean? I couldn't believe what I was watching in it. So I don't know what the hell you felt because that was a mad thing.
You know what? That the guy. Do you know what takes the piss even more? A guy scored a hat-trick against us. I'll be real, man. To let a player score a hat-trick against your team, you are shit. You're shit.
It was a hat-trick though.
What a great hat-trick it was.
What a hat-trick that was, man.
The first goal and the third goal were brilliant. Brilliant. I can't even say anything, man. They were just brilliant goals. So, hey, hats off to him. I think his name was Orsic or something, innit? He was sick, but again, terrible defending though. Terrible defending for I think the third goal, or was it the second goal? Anyway,
the third goal he ran past like 3 man.
Yeah. It was that goal. Yeah, that one. Everyone just didn't want to touch him. Like, what? Come on, man. Come on, bro. Like, it wasn't right, man. But I'll be real. I'm looking right now at the lineup we played. You know what, people? All the Tottenham fans listening right now, yeah. It's time for us to admit that Dele Alli is never gonna be the Dele Alli he used to be 3 years ago. It's done now, man. I know he's 24 and he's still young. He has time to just rebound his career and everything, but it's not gonna happen, man. He's lost everything. I don't know what it is. He's lost his tenacity. He's lost his like the speed on the ball. He's lost confidence. He can't shoot. Like, he can't pass. He's lost everything. He literally plays like some any 68 rated player on FIFA, bruv. Like, he was bad. So you know what? The fact that Mourinho wants him gone, I don't blame him, man. Get rid of him. We probably won't even get. We'll probably end up getting like 40 mil for him now, even though we could have got 100 for him like a year or two ago. But
I heard that he wanted to go PSG in the summer.
He did.
But so
he did.
What happened? Because if he wanted to go,
Levy didn't want him to go.
So Ali wanted to leave. Mourinho wanted him to go, and Levy said no.
Yeah, basically. Even on loan, he said no.
Why?
Because he probably thought that we'd need him at one point of the season, but we're not gonna need him now. Lo Celso's back now anyway, so that means he's even lower down in the pecking order now. Now that Lo Celso's back.
Well, if you're playing Dembele cam and you're playing Lo Celso cam, then yeah, you don't really need him.
We don't play Ndombele cam anymore, which I want him to. If I'm honest with you.
Well, okay, fair enough. Even if you don't play Dembele cam, you play Lucas cam. So, if Lucas is a cam, Lo Celso is a cam, and they both start over Dele Alli, then what are we doing here? Because you say like
and Lamella.
And I'm sure wasn't there not a game that Bale played cam as well? Wasn't that not a game he played cam?
They kept alternating at one point, man. Okay. They kept alternating. But yeah. Going back to the game, one of the worst performances I've ever seen in my life as a Tottenham fan. But I wasn't surprised, man. I wasn't surprised. The team have given up on playing for Mourinho, man. They don't want to play for him anymore. And you know, I would say I don't blame them, but I do blame all of the players. All of the players I blame them all. I blame the whole system, the whole Tottenham system. I blame. I blame the players. I blame the manager, and I blame the owners. But it all starts with the owners. So it starts with Levy, then it goes with the manager, then the players.
Yeah, yeah.
And that's my thoughts, and that's why the Tottenham players don't play for them anymore, man.
I,
And because there's no fans as well, they can't even get motivated to play for the fans because there's no one there.
I think, yeah, from an outsider looking in, as much as I don't like Mourinho's style of play, and as much as I wouldn't want him as my manager, and I think he's probably, he's definitely past his best, I think the players get more blame than the manager for me, just because of the history that they've had with Poch.
Yeah.
Do you get what I mean? It's the same.
Yeah. Yeah.
Alright,
Yeah.
you might have added a couple players since, but it's pretty much the same team that threw Poch under the bus. And I think when you have, do you know what your problem is now? You're gonna have, because I'll be honest with you. Moving forward, you have two options. You either go all in with Mourinho, and when you say it's all in, Mourinho can still be a successful manager. You just have to give him the players that he needs, and he'll be successful for any team for 1 or 2 seasons, and we know what happens after that. But when I look at your team, bro, yeah, I'm looking at it and I'm like, what I don't understand, and this is probably Levy's fault or your owner's fault is that you've brought in Mourinho, and we all know, I know, all football fans know what type of players Mourinho needs to be successful. But in the summer, you went out and you bought players like you still had Poch as your manager. Like the players you're buying, you're not buying to suit Mourinho's style of football. You're buying him to suit like a Poch type of football, if you get what I'm saying. Like they weren't Mourinho players. Do you know what I mean? Like we know what Mourinho players are. So it's confused me now because I feel like for example, yeah, Gareth Bale. There's no way in hell Gareth Bale and Mourinho was a match made in heaven. Like we could have all told you that from time ago. Do you get what I mean? I'm not even gonna mention Doherty because you know how that finished. And even someone like Reguilon, even though I think he's done well for you lot when he's been fit. Again, I don't think that's a Mourinho left back. Whenever I've looked at Mourinho left back, they don't look like him. They don't play like him. He's an attacking left back. He's a player that he's better going forward than he is defensively, and that's not a Mourinho type player. That's a Poch type player. Do you get what I'm saying? So I think your issue is that you're stuck between a rock and a hard place because of the amount of money that you have spent on Mourinho's contract. I think someone said something like, I read something like it's like gonna cost you 20 or 30 M's to get rid of him, something like that. And coming from a club that just tight with our money, that's a lot of money to get rid of a manager, man. So I feel like you're stuck with him. I don't know how long is his contract. 3 years, 4 years.
I think it's 3 years now.
So it's 4 years at the start. Like when you.
Yeah, something like.
Bro,
yeah,
who does that?
more than 4.
Who gives Mourinho a 4-year contract? Like who does that? That's bro. I want whatever they're smoking over there. I'll be honest with you, man.
You should give him maximum 2-year contract.
Bro, maximum 2-year contract. But then I don't know. Maybe Mourinho was in a position where he got to negotiate a bigger contract. I don't know. But going forward, bro. Before I give you my opinion, because obviously my opinion don't really mean anything with regards to the situation. How do you feel about your team moving forward, and what do you think you have to do to get out of the situation you're in?
I think going forward, I'll be honest, man. If you asked me maybe a year ago, I would have a different answer. But right now, I don't think we have a good future, man. I know all the Spurs fans are probably thinking like I'm just like some deluded Spurs fan that's very pessimistic in it, and I am. But I'm being realistic at the same time. Under Mourinho, with the players that we have today, we have no future at all. Like moving forward, I'll be honest, we're gonna either stagnate or we're gonna go back to being like a top 8 team instead of a top 4 team. And that's because the likes of like Harry Kane, who probably might be his last season for us, and Son. I don't know even if Son will stay for an extra year if Harry Kane goes, but obviously we probably won't let both players go at the same time. But if Kane goes, I do think we're just gonna go back. Like we'll just be going backwards, in it. So I don't really think under Mourinho we have a good future with the players that we have. We need to strengthen in every single position, apart from a striker. I'd say we need a whole revamp basically, and without that revamp, which, as you know, as an Arsenal fan, will take years, like to redo your whole team, to get out the deadwood and bring in the new. That's not a one season thing, in it. So I think the next 5 years is a bit of a write off for us, man. If especially if we're gonna be with Mourinho, which I don't think Mourinho lasts another 2 years on with us. Um, I just think we're just going to be going backwards now. I don't see a good future right now unless I'll be real. We need to get rid of the owners, in it. Daniel Levy needs to go, but he's not going to
That's
go,
not
in it.
happening.
So he's here to stay. I know. So we need to be realistic, in it. I just think, I just think that why have you given Mourinho money to spend on players when you could have just given the money to Poch? I don't understand. He could have Poch could you could have got rid of the players that didn't want to play for Poch, yeah, and like I don't know Ericsson and players like him, which Ericsson would have been easy to get out anyway because he was approaching the end of his contract. So that was one player gone, and you could have just backed Poch, in it, and we would still be in probably a good position. All right, fair enough. When he was our manager towards the end of 2019, or like that second half of 2019, we was playing poor, in it, like ever since the Champions League final since then. So I just think they made the wrong decision sacking Poch, bringing in Mourinho, and then backing Mourinho with not obviously the biggest amount of money, but enough money to actually make a difference in the side. So I don't think there's no future with Mourinho. That's just my thought, in it. People will listen. If you don't like my thoughts, sorry.
I think listen, Mourinho and future is an oxymoron, isn't it?
Yeah, yeah.
Do you get what I'm
They
saying?
don't go hand in hand.
They don't go
Yeah,
hand in hand. I think, if I'm being honest with you, when I looked at I was, bro. Okay, growing up as an Arsenal fan, bro, I've never worried about Tottenham ever, apart from the, I would say from about 16 to he left in 19, yeah. So them 3 seasons, I think was the first time that I actually looked at Tottenham and thought, you know what, yeah, they're a good side. Do you get what I mean? I never thought that before. Even on the Redknapp and thing, I just thought, it's Tottenham lads. You know what I mean? But Poch gave you, I think, more of an identity. So, bro, when you got rid of him, bro, I was over the moon. I can't lie to you. And I think that always says something. That always says something. Like, when rival fans are happy that you've sold a player or are happy that you've got rid of a manager, it tells you about that manager. Do you get what I mean? Like,
yeah,
you got rid of him, and Man United fans were begging for them to sack Oli and bring in Pochettino. Do you get what I mean? If you had asked me as an Arsenal fan when you got rid of him, would I have taken Poch? I would have said like 100%. I would have taken Poch, and I would have never take any of your old managers. Do you know what I mean? That's just not what we do. But I would have taken Poch because I see an identity and a style of play. I think your club made a choice. You made a deal with the devil. You made a deal with the devil. And I think you sold your souls for instant success when you got Mourinho. Mourinho is a come in and do it now and then leave. So it's like you were kind of saying, we have the team now to win. And I think back then, bro, even in 19, I still, people won't understand. I think he will, you see, you always say to me, you can't wait to see Poch in another 10 years, right? Because he'll come back. And I believe he will come back. But the only reason why he'll come back is because it will take time for the owners and whoever runs the club to realise that he was the guy. Do you get what I mean? Like, he was your man. And I think people looked at your squad, even your fans, bro. I think you looked at your team and you thought, this team got to the Champions League final, which we should have done better. And I think, yeah, you should have looked at it and gone, there was no way in hell you should have got to that Champions League final. I'm not even talking about like your route to getting there, because you win your games, innit? Like, who cares if it's like a dubious VAR goal disallowed Sterling and maybe a handball with Llorente or whatever. Who cares about all of that, bro? You got to Champions League final, but sometimes you have to look at the manager, because your team is pretty much the same team now, bro. Do you get what I mean? And if now I don't think you're. It's a bit like us. I don't think you're bad enough to be where you are in the league. I think your team is a bit better than that. But there's no way in hell that team was good enough to get to the Champions League final, and he did that. And sometimes you have to be realistic with yourself. And I just don't think that your fans or your owners were realistic with that. I think that you looked at it and thought, okay, now we have to kick on. We've got a new stadium. We've got revenue coming in. We want to kick on to the next stage, so we need a manager that's going to do it. And that's not how it goes all the time. Like, it takes time, bro. I actually think, yeah, your best option, and this is probably going to be the most important summer as a Tottenham fan in your history, I'll be real. I think you need to get rid of Kane, and I think you need to sell him, because I think do you know what it is? We're in a pandemic, innit? So whatever he's worth, you won't get it. But either which way, you have to rebuild. Like, with Kane in the team or with Kane not in the team, you have to rebuild. Like, but if you could get 80 to 100 M's for Kane, that makes the rebuild a lot easier. Depending on who you buy, it makes it easier. If you can get 40 mil for Kane, that's 140 M's already. Do you get what I'm saying? That goes a long way. You saw what Klopp did with Liverpool with the Coutinho money. Like, it can go a long way. You can get two players that can change the identity of your club. I would try and keep hold of Son if I can, but if you can get 100 M's for Son, 100 M's for Kane, 40 mils for Ali, bro, you've got assets there. And I think you have to be one of the things, yeah, as an Arsenal fan, bro, I'll be realistic with you. One of the reasons why this rebuild is taking so long is because we had zero assets to sell. We were letting people go away in January on a free. We were buying people like Mustafi for 35 M's and he's going on a free. We're buying Sanchez for 35 M's, he's going on a free. We're buying Ozil for 42 M's, he's going on a free. Do you get what I'm saying? Cazorla we didn't spend that much on, and injuries, so I allowed them with that one. Even by people like Koscielny, who at the time in his prime was one of the best centre backs in the league, bro. He leaves for pence. Do you get? We've been doing this. Now, Chamberlain went for 35 M's. That's a steal. Iwobi went for 42 M's. Daylight robbery. Stuff like that you have to do. If we got 30 M's for Mustafi, or even 20 M's for Mustafi, even 15 M's for Mustafi, we're laughing. There's no way Ozil, one of the greatest creative players of his generation, walks away for nothing, bro. That's a shambles. Sanchez, we could have sold him in the summer for 60 M's. We ended up letting him go with a swap for Mkhitaryan, and then Mkhitaryan goes on a free and cancels his contract anyway. Do you get me? Stuff like that don't make no sense, bro. So, if I've been here, innit? So, I'm not even saying that because I just want Kane to leave. I'm being honest with you. You always take the money, bro. Do you get what I'm saying? You'll never replace Kane like that. It's not easy to do that, but you're going to have to do a rebuild eventually. Do you get what I'm saying? Like this, it has to come eventually. Your squad is getting it's getting old. It's getting up there, and it's the same faces all the time. And I think the one thing about success with football is you have to change the faces. You can't have the same 11 all the time. Like, it's not going to work. And you have good players there, bro. So I don't even think you have to change the 11. Regulon's there. I don't think you need to change him. Tanganga's coming through. I think he's good. Ndombele, I think he's good. If you could keep hold of Son, if not, you get money for him. Lucas is still doing his thing. I think
but that's it, bro. That's it.
Yeah, okay, but the thing...
I'll keep Højbjerg as well.
Yeah, I was going to say Højbjerg. Yeah, that's it, bro. But I'll be honest with you, you don't need... A team doesn't have 7 world-class players, bro. Liverpool just won the league, won a Champions League, and then went on to win the league with a crap midfield. I don't care what anybody says. On paper, that midfield was whack, bro. Klopp just made them look sick. He won on midfield with 3 6s in there. Bro, Klopp won the midfield, won the league with no 10 and no number 9, bro. It's not always about systems and play. Do you get what I'm saying? Sometimes it's just about systems. It's not always about the personnel and names on a team sheet, bro. Do you get what I mean? It's not always about that. It's about your system. So, bro, he went and got Robertson from Hull and everybody was laughing at him. Do you get what I mean? Like, Trent Alexander-Arnold came up from the youth system, bro. Like, come on, man. Bro, I remember when they signed Mane, I thought, yeah, Mane was a decent player, but he's not going to do anything at Liverpool. He signed Salah, I was thinking, yeah, but he flopped at Chelsea. He did alright at Roma, but it's the Italian league, bro. He was shit at Chelsea. Look at them. So sometimes it's not always about names and values, bro. Sometimes I think if I'm you lot, I take the money and I run, bro. And you know what it is as well, is the longer you wait, I think you know as a Tottenham fan, Kane ain't going to retire at your club, innit? I think.
No.
So it's either you let him go now when he's prime, or you wait an extra season, and then you wait for him to hand in a transfer request, and then his value depreciates by 20 mil because he's just handed in a transfer request, so everybody knows he wants to leave anyway. So it's either you try and get 80 million now, or you try and buy another season and get 60 million at the end of next season. Do you know what I mean? It doesn't. Sometimes you just have to be realistic, bro. I think that's your best bet.
Yeah.
I think the longer you keep these players, the harder it will be for you lot, man. And I've been there, trust me, fam. You have assets, sell your assets, bro, and then reinvest.
Yeah. I do think I would like Kane to stay for one more season, I would. But you know what, if he does want to go now, man, I'd let him go. Just because he needs to win something anyway. Like I've been seeing them bloody pictures of Michael Jordan kissing the trophy, innit? And people saying, "Oh, Harry Kane when he's 31 and wins the Carabao Cup for Tottenham."
Yeah, I see.
Do you get what I mean? And that's the truth, bro. That's the truth as well. Right? That's why that hits home, innit? So I would keep him for one more season, and then let him go. I think I saw Levy doesn't want to let him go for anything less than 120 mil. So if we got 120 mil for Kane, I wouldn't say I'd be happy, but I'll be like, okay, that's enough money for me to let him go.
How long is left on his contract?
I couldn't even tell you. Maybe like 3 years.
Bro,
let me check.
I'll be honest with you, yeah. You say you want him to stay for one more season, but what do you want him to stay to do? Like, is it just because you want him to win a cup with Tottenham before he leaves?
I just think, I know the thing is, what you said to me makes 100% sense. The fact that we can use that money to revamp the team and everything, but I just want to do that with Kane in the squad. I want him to be the main man, whilst we're strengthening the team around him. That's what I want.
He's 27, yeah.
Yeah.
When does he turn 28?
I think July. I think his birthday's in July. Let me see.
I think, bro, if I'm honest with you...
His contract expires in 2024. So 3 years.
Okay. I'll be honest with you, my bro. He's 27. So next season, he'll be 28. So at the end of next season, he'll be going into turning 29, yeah? I don't think you have that luxury of rebuilding a team around, because bro, a rebuild doesn't take a year. A rebuild takes 3 plus years. So by the time you've rebuilt, bro, he's 30, 31, bro.
Yeah.
Do you get what I'm saying? And then you're gonna be like, okay, we've got everybody else, and I'll be honest with you, he gets injured. He's not gonna get less injury prone. He's gonna get more injury prone. So you're gonna turn around at 31 when he's 31, and you're gonna have a whole team but no striker. Do you get what I'm saying? And then he's only gonna go for about 25 M's. Like next season, if you can't get it's a pandemic season with no fans. If you can't get 120 M's now, you're not gonna get 120 M's next year. And then the year after that, you're not gonna get 120 M's. It doesn't matter even if he scores 30 goals. We know what Kane does. Everybody knows what Kane does. He's probably top 3 between him and Lewandowski for me. Best striker in the world, bro. So me personally, bro, if I'm Kane, I'm leaving, innit? And I'll be honest with you, if he doesn't, I get it because he's from the area and that's his team, innit? Do you get what I'm saying? So it's harder for me to be like, you have to leave. But there's certain players where, for example, bro, when Henry turned around at 29 and said, I need to go win a Champions League after winning 4 golden boots, 3 in a row, winning 2 league titles, going unbeaten, and he turned around to Wenger after he lost the 2006 Champions League final and said, I need to go win the Champions League. You say, okay, go win the Champions League, bro. Do you get what I'm saying? If Kane can't sit there scoring 30 goals, cool. He'll by the time he retires, if he stays in England, he'll probably break everybody's record apart from Shearer. I don't see him breaking Shearer's record.
Listen. I'll be real. If he stays in England, he breaks Shearer's record by 5 years from now, I'd say.
That's a lot of goals, you know.
Listen. He's dead on 100, like less than Shearer now. So he breaks that, bro. He breaks that in 5 seasons, bro.
Okay.
5 seasons, maximum 5 seasons.
I need to see it done first, because I think there's a lot of players.
It will happen.
I think there's a lot of players that they start off good. Like everyone said that about Rooney, bro. And he was in the league his whole career and he never broke Shearer's record. But I get Kane's probably a better finisher than Rooney. Anyway, I digress. Even if he does break Shearer's record, it proves my point even more. You can't have a striker like that, bro, and all you walk away from the game is a couple golden boots and a League Cup, let's say. Like even if you win the League Cup this year, like you can't. It doesn't work, innit? So there's certain players, bro. If he doesn't try and force a move this year, I'm gonna be very like. I'll question his mentality. I'll be real with you, man. Like, he will never be, until he leaves Tottenham, he will never be a all-time great striker for me. Because you need something to, like even Shearer, before he went Newcastle, he won a league title, bro. He led Blackburn to a league title. Do you get what I'm saying? Like, and even people said Shearer needed more league titles than he got. So, bro, I don't care how many goals you score. If you have nothing to back it up at the end of the day, your all-time status will be invalid, bro. Do you get what I'm saying? And it shouldn't be. Like, and this is coming from a rival, fam. Like I hope he stays, don't win jack shit, bro. Like that'll make my day. Then I don't have to have that conversation. But he needs to go and win something. Ideally, I'd rather him go Madrid. I'll probably turn into a Kane fan. But for him, I think he needs to go this season. I think this hanging on one more year, even for you lot, bro, I don't think it achieves anything. Like, I don't think you're going to get top 4. So I think Champions League's out of the question. You're out of the Europa League. Champions League's out of the question. So unless you're telling me you're not going to win the league next year, so that's Champions League gone, that's the league gone. Kane is better than winning the FA Cup. Kane is better than winning the Carabao Cup. So if you're telling me you want him next season just to get top 4, I think it's detrimental to you financially and it's detrimental to him because he's in his prime, bro. Do you get what I mean? So something has to... I get rid of him, personally. I don't think you will, but I get rid of him.
I think Kane's best move this summer, I don't know if you agree or not, is to go to Man City. And I think he should go to Man City. This is me, by the way, I love Kane, innit? I don't want him to ever leave my club. I hope he retires at my club, innit? But I think Kane's best move is to go to Man City because there, under Pep, I feel like now that Aguero's out, Aguero will be gone at the end of the season. So therefore, they will need a striker because Jesus he's not going to be their real number 9, innit? If Jesus was going to be the Jesus, the Aguero replacement that everyone thought he was going to be when he first came, he would have been that by now, innit? And he's not. So I don't think he's ever... Listen, Jesus, no disrespect to Jesus, yeah. Listen, if you don't compare him to Aguero, he's a good striker, innit? Like, he does get goals.
But he's not Aguero,
and like, he links
Kane.
up. Yeah, exactly. And that's no disrespect to Jesus. So, Jesus, if you are listening to this, yeah, no disrespect, innit?
Yeah, right, mate. Yeah, cool, whatever. I think, yeah. Do you know what the issue is going to be and why Kane is in a predicament? I think the only chance he has to go in Man City is if he leaves this summer. I think if he doesn't leave this summer, he ain't going Man City. Because I'll be honest with you, if I'm Man City, I'm not going for Kane personally, and it's gonna sound mad because I think he's at least top 3 strikers in the world, if not top 2. You'll probably say he's top 1.
Yeah.
But bro, I'm not gonna lie. There's a Donny over in Germany, yeah, who is doing bits, bro. And I'll be real with you, he's got a £60 million release clause. His dad played for Man City, and if you picked him up right now and dropped him in that Man City squad at 20 years of age, 21 years of age, that's their striker for the next 10 years, bro. And he's going to cost less than Kane and can probably get you the same amount of goals Kane can get you. So for me, as a man, if I'm Man City, and there's one thing about Man City is them motherfuckers are smart when it comes to financial prudence. They got it on lock. Do you go for a 20-year-old Haaland that's going to cost you 60 M's, or do you go for a 27-year-old little injury prone Kane who you're only going to have for another 3 years at the top of his game? Do you get what I mean? It doesn't. When you put it like that, bro, and it's not that hard. It's not like if Haaland wouldn't go to Man City. His dad played for Man City. He will go to Man City. You've also got Mbappe there, bro. Like me personally, I think Mbappe will obviously cost more than 120 mil, but
Mbappe's not going Man City.
Okay, but it doesn't mean you don't go in for him. Like we're saying, he's not gonna go Man City because that's us, but we don't know. You know what I mean? If Man City told Mbappe come, he's gonna think about it. He's not gonna say no, I'm not going Man City because I want to stay. Yeah. Like he's gonna leave PSG one day. Madrid ain't doing it. Barcelona ain't doing it right now. So Man City, other than Man City and Bayern Munich, they're the 2 best teams in the world, bro. But one of them are going.
Do you know what it is about Real Madrid and Barca? Yeah. Alright. I think Real Madrid have been not top of their game for so long now, and it's Real Madrid that they're gonna come back eventually, innit? Yeah, and I think for them to do that, they'll need to sign Mbappe, or even Haaland, or even both, maybe in one season. They might need to get rid of Hazard. I'll be honest with you, who's not cutting it over there, innit? They might need to get rid of Hazard and bring in injuries. It might be very difficult. Bro, that is a flop transfer, innit? People used to think, yeah, and I'm bringing this back because I bet there's a lot of people listening used to think this year that Modric was a flop for Real Madrid when they first signed him. Bro, a lot of people said Modric was a flop, but I think it was more the Real Madrid fans. I don't know why, innit? I don't know what game they were watching, but that motherfucker is not a flop.
Yeah, but
he's been at that club for 8 years. 8 years now. 8 years or 9 years. Yeah, 8 or 9 years he's been there. So, listen, he's not a flop. But I think Real Madrid are destined to come back eventually, and that's why I think Haaland might end up being at Real Madrid, because there has been transfer links between him and Real Madrid as well, and apparently his agent wants to get him into Real Madrid. Raiola, you know that Raiola guy.
Yeah.
So. But yeah, do you know what? Listen, how you said it, yeah, on paper, how you said it like that, yeah, I would rather take Haaland over Kane just because of the age and the price tag. Like, it does make sense, innit? So, who knows, man? Do you know what? I personally think Kane should force the move to Man City just because he's 100 league goals behind Shearer. He can smash the goal scoring record in 3 to 5 years under Pep, and possibly help Pep win his first Champions League at Man City, barring they don't do it this season. I think that would be a good move for Kane, isn't it? Obviously, the Tottenham fans ain't going to be happy that he's gone, like that he's gone to like a rival.
They're not a rival.
But they're not a rival, they're still rival. They're rivals in the fact that they're still in the Premier League and they're a top team, innit? Whereas if Kane went to Real Madrid, we wouldn't mind. Just how like when Modric and Bale left to Real Madrid, we didn't really mind too much. So I don't know. Do you know what? We spent a lot of time on this subject.
Fuck this team, bro. It's 40 minutes into this podcast, bro. And I can't believe man's talking about.
Is that where we are?
We are 40 minutes into this podcast.
Bro.
We're 14 minutes into this podcast, bro. Fuck Tottenham FC, yeah. Joke of a club, bro.
Yeah, anyway. So just to finish on that yeah, I do think Kane should leave. and Mourinho out, Daniel Levy out, Agent Doherty out.
Doherty in. That's my Jenna right there. Yeah,
Shut up.
that's mine.
Alright, so yeah, I'll be real. We've spoken enough about Tottenham now, innit? Like, I don't even want to talk about Tottenham anymore. Come on, man. Let's just move on. So yes,
Everyone's tuned off.
Olympiacos. Yeah, I know. Everyone's like,
Bro, we don't need to talk about that, man. I'll be honest with you, bro. We lost.
Nah, we're talking about it.
Bro, listen. I'll be honest with you. We lost 2-0. We lost 1-0. Sorry. We went through. It was a boring ass game. That's it. But so I want to get your predictions on this Europa League thing, bro.
Predictions.
Yeah, give me your prediction. Give me your finalists and who you think is gonna win this competition.
Well, I'll be real. The only two people that are winning it are you or Man United. Personally, that's what I think. Just because, let me see who else is in it. Last 32 Europa League. Let me see the teams that are in it, because Man United have knocked out AC Milan. Yeah, so there's no more AC Milan now, so they're gone. Who else we got? So we got Ajax. Ajax are the only side in that last 32, the quarterfinal, sorry, that is gonna do anything. So you got Ajax, Arsenal, Dynamo Zagreb, which should anyway. Grenada. I just realized what I said.
Grenada, bro. Put some respect in your country, bro.
I swear,
Man ain't Spanish, bro.
Grenada in Europa League, yeah? Swear down.
Yeah, we're mashing that thing, bro. What are you talking about? Fuck United.
So Ajax, Arsenal, Dynamo Zagreb, Grenada, Man United, Roma, Slavia, Praha, and Villarreal. So the only three teams I see winning is Ajax, Arsenal, Man United. I'm going Arsenal, Man United, Europa League final. And I don't know who wins that. That's that. And
I want a prediction.
I
want a prediction, bro.
Arsenal, Man United final, and Man United to win the final. Because we hate Arsenal over here on this side. We ain't telling them they're gonna win. Yeah. Do you know what?
No, you can't.
You know what? There's more chance Tottenham winning Europa League than Arsenal, right? Come on.
Fucking no. Well, I'll be honest with you. I'm glad you kept consistency, because last week you said that there was no way in hell that we're winning a trophy this year. So I'm glad that you kept your consistency up, because I would have called you out if you didn't. Listen, I'll be honest with you. I think that as long as both of us do our jobs and do what we need to do and do what we should do, barring Ajax and Roma are actually two good teams, and I wouldn't want to play Ajax. I'll be honest. Yeah. Their system could cause trouble. I think we should. We got Slavia Prague the next round. I think we should do our job and get rid of them. And then it's between Dynamo Zagreb and Villarreal. Villarreal is managed by Emery, innit? So there's gonna be some history with that tie. And Dynamo Zagreb, I'll be honest with you, they haven't really beaten anyone tough in this competition so far. So
you're a joke, man.
It's not.
You're a joke, man. Shut up. Anyway, everyone. Thank you for tuning in to the LDN State of Mind.
No, we're not doing this every week.
Episode
that gimmick, the gimmick is getting played out now, bro. All right, they know we got another 15 minutes of this thing.
Our outro is currently playing. So, alright, cool. So, what's your predictions? You think Arsenal are gonna win the Europa League? Is that what you think?
I think our team is literally a cup team right now, innit?
Yeah.
And I think like we're mad up and that. Even this game, like even the West Ham game, proved like that West Ham game literally is an epitome of our season. With Jekyll and Hyde FC in it. What we can look at the worst team in the league, or we can look at the best team in the league. It really just depends on on the day and if we decide to turn up. But I'll be honest with you, I think there's a really good chance we can win the Europa League. I said that as long as we do our job and people finish their dinner, then I think we can win it, man. Like, the path is set out. I don't want to say it's easy. It's not. It's not. No path is easy, but I'm not really worried about Man United. I'll be honest with you. This could go horribly wrong, but I think since Arteta's taken over, they haven't beaten us. They haven't even scored a goal against us, so I'm not really worried. I think there's more of a possibility that we get knocked out by like Villarreal or even Slavia Prague.
You think so?
Lose to Man United. Yeah, definitely.
Nah, man.
Definitely. I don't think we will. I think we're a cup team, innit? So I think even looking at the West Ham game this weekend, that literally sums up our whole season. Jekyll and Hyde FC. We can go from looking at the worst team in the league to like top 3 teams in the league in the space of a game. That's just literally our season. I'll be honest with you. Looking at that draw, we should beat Slavia Prague and we should beat Villarreal or Dynamo Zagreb. I expect us to get to the final. I'll be real with you, my bro. I won't be surprised. Like I said, I won't be surprised if we don't. But I think we should. Like, if we're being honest with ourselves, this is our competition to lose. I know you said last week that you don't think we'll win it this year. But there should be no team in there that we fear. So we should win it, bro. I'll be honest. I think we will win it. Only because we have nothing else to play for. So literally, the moment we get knocked out of this Europa League, the season's done. Because I've said that our Premier League season has been done since January. Which is why I've been waiting to see what happens in Europa League to even judge the season. Because I said to you, if we win Europa League, I won't really care. Even though it will paper over a little crack, some of the cracks, I won't really care what happens if we win Europa League.
Okay. So either way, it kind of sounds like it's probably going to be an Arsenal Man United final, depending on the matchups. But in the
expect us to win that this year.
All being equal, it'll probably be an Arsenal Man United final, barring maybe Ajax, who could maybe beat both of you lot on the night, depending on results and everything. Alright, cool. So I'm going with Man United. You're going with Arsenal. We'll keep it at that. Alright, let's move on to Champions League now. So, in the quarterfinals of the Champions League, we've got... do you know what? We've got some tasty matchups, you know. Very tasty matchups. A bit too tasty for a quarterfinal, I might say. But anyway, so we've got Man City versus Dortmund. We've got Porto versus Chelsea. We've got Bayern versus PSG, and we've got Real Madrid versus Liverpool. Yeah. So, I'm gonna start off by saying my predictions of winning the Champions League is Bayern Munich. If I'm honest with you, I want PSG to win it. I really do. But I think the fact that PSG have Bayern Munich already in the quarterfinals has just ruined it. Maybe if it was a Bayern Munich versus PSG final, maybe PSG could nick something off of that, but the fact that it's a quarterfinal, it's gonna be over. It's gonna be over 2 legs, isn't it? Yeah, it's gonna be over 2 legs. I don't see Bayern Munich losing that. If I'm honest with you, they're gonna go through. It's probably gonna. Do you know what? I hope it is. I hope it's a Bayern Man City final. That's what I want to see.
I don't think it can be a Bayern Man City final.
Can it not?
No.
Can it not?
Man City's got Dortmund. So the winner of Man City Dortmund plays the winner of Bayern Munich PSG.
What, in the semis?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I see that here actually. Yeah. Okay, and then for. Oh, so it could really be like a Bayern Liverpool final then.
If I'm honest, I think Man City can beat Bayern. I don't think Bayern's defense is the greatest, man. I'll be honest with you. I watched them this week. I think they smacked them like, I can't remember who was playing. I can't remember.
Yeah.
Lewandowski scored a hat trick.
He scored the first half hat trick, didn't he?
Well,
I think, and I think someone got sent off. Who got sent off? Alaba.
No, it was Alphonso Davies.
That's it. Davis got sent off.
That
And
19th minute.
Yeah, and then as soon as that happened, Lewandowski scored a hat-trick. So
Yeah. And
they do
Gnabry
concede a
scored.
lot of goals, though. They concede
Yeah.
a lot of goals, but they always outscore their opponents. That's why...
Yeah, but they're outscoring teams that don't have strikers, bro. This is the thing, right? This is the thing with Bayern Munich, yeah. Is I don't think you can continue to play. They'll either play Alaba and Boateng, or they'll play Alaba and that Sully guy, that Sully.
Sul. The
Yeah,
German
him.
one. German guy.
Yeah, and I don't think you can do that against Man City. I think that Man City are too organised and structured. I think Bayern beat PSG just because again the PSG's defense is again not great. I think Man City wiped the floor with Borussia Dortmund. I'll be real.
I wouldn't say they'll wipe the floor with them,
They
but
will wipe
they'll
the floor
beat
with
them.
They will wipe the floor with Borussia Dortmund.
Haaland's definitely scoring.
Yeah, okay, cool. But he'll score one goal and they'll concede like 3 or 4. Their defense is whack, bro.
Yeah.
Atrocious. Yeah, Man City wiped the floor with them. It will be an easy game. I think Man City Bayern Munich will be a very good game. I actually think Man City could actually beat them. As long as Pep.
If
as long as
anyone
Pep
can beat
doesn't-
them, it's them.
Yeah, as long as Pep doesn't go into the game and try and like change up the formation like he always does, like overthink it, I think they beat him. I think Chelsea wiped the floor with Porto.
Oh, definitely.
I think Liverpool beat Real Madrid,
Yeah.
and I think Chelsea beat Liverpool, and I think it could be a Chelsea Man City final, or it could be a Chelsea Bayern Munich final. I'll go Chelsea Man City, and I think I could be wrong here, but I think Man City win it this year, man.
You think so?
I think they can win it this year. This is their year, I think. The league's done,
yeah.
so they can just focus on the Champions League.
It's really, for me, it's either Man City or Bayern winning the Champions League this season.
Yeah,
Let's be real.
Same. Yeah.
So it's whoever wins in that game, the Man City Bayern Munich game, really will probably win the Champions League. But that would be quite funny to see Man City Chelsea in a final. That would be quite funny if I'm honest with you.
But we could have all English finals again.
We really could again.
2019, yeah.
Yeah.
Hopefully with different results this time, yeah.
Yeah. Well, let's not talk about that final. Let's really not, please. We both of us actually don't want to talk about that. So yeah, I'm going Man City or Bayern winning that, and you're going Man City, just Man City. Yeah.
Well, it'll be Man City or Bayern.
Yeah, one of them two.
Yeah, one of them two.
But I do want PSG to win it. That's who I do want to win it. Who do you want to win it?
Who do I want to win?
Yeah.
I would like PSG to win it.
Big Poch.
But a part of me, it's gonna sound weird. A part of me does want Man City to win it because I feel like for their dynasty, yeah, they have to win it.
Yeah.
But Neymar, the thing is, Neymar's injured and he ain't played for PSG for time. So
When's he coming back? Do we know?
I don't know.
Is he coming back anytime soon?
I don't think he's coming back. Well, I think the first leg is just after the international break. It's like the 8th of April or something. So, 8th of April is a Thursday. I think it's like the 6th or 7th of April. I don't think he's be back in time. Maybe I'm not too sure. I would like PSG to win it. I would, just for Mbappe.
And Poch.
Yeah, for Mbappe.
And
Moise Kean, really.
And Poch.
I would love Moise Kean to. If Moise Kean lifts that Champions League after what Big Duncan Ferguson done to him, bro, that would be the greatest comeback. I'll be real. But yeah, man. PSG or Man City, I don't mind. As long as it's not Chelsea or Liverpool.
Oh, no way. No way. Them two cannot win that. Sorry. There's no way. There's no way, man.
I don't mind.
To be fair, the Real Madrid-Liverpool game, anything can happen in that game.
Yeah, anything can happen. I just think Liverpool, because they have nothing to play for in the league, and Liverpool in Europe is a different. They're still Liverpool in it, like they still got their players. They can turn up on a one-off game, two-off game.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Okay, cool. Is there anything else you want to speak about? Should we briefly talk about Leicester beating Man United yesterday as well?
Oh yeah, this Ollie thing, yeah. Hey, I think if he doesn't win, this is the issue, yeah. Is that when it comes down to it, I think they're out of the FA Cup now, out of the Carabao Cup. They're not going to win the league, so they're in a position. Obviously, they're in top four, solid, innit? You would say.
Yeah, definitely.
So when it comes down to winning the trophies, if it comes down between us and them, we both need to win a trophy. Like, I'm not gonna lie, Man United do need to win a trophy now. Ollie needs to win a trophy. And he's under a lot of pressure, man. A lot of them fans don't want him in a job. I watched the Leicester game yesterday. Yesterday, innit? I watched the Leicester game yesterday. Hey, Man United are just... I just think they're dead, man.
They were missing Rashford.
Yeah, but I don't rate Rashford. I'll be honest with you. I don't think
Yeah,
Rashford...
but you don't rate Rashford, but he does score goals. Like, when it matters.
Nah, I don't think so. No, he doesn't score goals when it matters. When has he scored goals when it mattered?
He scored, like, the thing I'm trying to say is he does score goals, though. And, like, as much as, like, I'll be honest with you, I don't really rate...
Like, do you get what I mean? Like, Giroud scored goals. So did Pavlyuchenko, bro. Like,
one of the greatest finishers ever, mate.
One of the greatest finishers. Like, when it matters, they don't score goals because they ain't been out of a semi-final in how long? They ain't won anything since 2016. So when has he scored goals that when it matters? What that one penalty in the last minute against PSG is what we're still talking about here.
Not really. But what I'm saying is, Man United are a better team when they do have Rashford on the wing. I do think, but even he just fits the system. Okay, that's what I'm saying.
They're a better team when they have Rashford on the wing. Yeah.
Yeah.
But that better team doesn't, like. What does it mean? They don't want to win a league with him. They don't win cups with him on the wing. They don't win anything with him on the wing. So they go from maybe like the fourth best team to the second best team.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying.
Okay, all right, fair enough, whatever. Like, that doesn't really mean... I don't think that means anything, because I feel like you could take Rashford off that left wing and put Martial on the left wing. It's the same thing.
I still think Rashford will get you a few more goals, like 5 extra goals on if it's one or the other. But
and he's also missing 25 one-on-ones as well.
Yeah, definitely. All right, that's one thing Rashford does is miss 3. If he has 5 chances, he's missing 4. He is. Definitely. That's 100%. Yeah.
Nah, I'm not really. Rashford doesn't bother me, man. I don't necessarily think they're a better team with Rashford. I think if you tell me that they're a better team with Pogba in the team, I think they're a better team with Eric Bailly in the team. But I don't necessarily think they're a better team with Rashford. I don't think so. I just think he's another outlet. He's a freestyle footballer. Like, he'll go and he'll run down blind alleyways, and 1 out of 5 chances he'll score. But the other 4 he's losing the ball, and it doesn't really mean anything. So I'll be honest with you, I wasn't surprised. I wasn't surprised yesterday. But again, yeah, they're in the same position that we're in, because if they don't win anything this season, bro, that's going to be 5 years without a trophy, and that's going to be another season that Ollie hasn't won anything. And the pressure will start to mount, man. It will start to mount, because then, like, listen, as a footballer and as a football club, the be-all and end-all is trophies.
Yeah.
I don't care what anybody says. I don't care how bad you are. The be-all and end-all is trophies, bro. So you have to win a trophy. They haven't won anything. They need to start winning. They're Man United, bro. Like, it's not like they're Leicester or they're Wolves. They're Man United, bro. You know what I mean? 5 years without winning a trophy is gonna start to add up, bro. It's gonna go from 5 years, and it's gonna go 7 years without a trophy. It's gonna be 10 years since they ain't won the league, bro. Soon. So, do you get what I'm saying? So they're under pressure. Ollie's under pressure, and a lot of fans don't want him in there. So, yeah, I don't know, man. We'll see. But listen, I'd rather him stay there as long as possible, personally, if it was up to me. But I don't know, man. To be fair, I wasn't surprised at the Leicester result, though.
No, I wasn't surprised, because Leicester were at home as well, and like Leicester are a good team, man. Let's not disrespect Leicester, man. I think Tillemans, Wilfred, and Didi are two brilliant centre midfielders,
Oh
especially
yeah.
Ndidi, especially Ndidi. I do think though for Man United, just finishing second this season with no trophy is just like finishing fourth with no trophy. Like there's no difference in it because you're not winning the league, you're not getting a trophy, so there's no difference when it comes to that. So yeah, it's true. Um, so Ollie's been there for what, 5 years now, or near approaching 5 years, 4 years,
Nowhere near. He's
four
only been there
years.
about. Nah, man. Ollie's been there.
Wait, who came? Oh yeah, sorry, yeah, I just
Nah, he's
realized.
only been
Yeah,
there 2 years, 2.5 years.
okay, but I still think he has time in his like time at Man United to make an impact. I don't think he will. I think Man United need a better manager than Oli. I think Oli will always get you like mediocre results, and he won't ever go like above and beyond. And like, I think Man United fans do want that manager that does go above and beyond because they are Man United. Even though I don't really like that stigma of Man United being like a great club. I think for me now is kind of wearing off now. If I'm honest with you, but they need someone to bring them back to that stigma of them being one of the most threatened sides in the whole of Europe, in it, and I don't see Oli doing that for them. So I do think they need to get another manager. I don't know too much what
Well,
else
accord,
Man United can do because they've strengthened their teams where they've had to. I just think they need a number nine. That's what I do think.
bro, they need two new centre backs, bro,
Yeah,
and they need a DM. So, but listen, according to you, they're gonna win Europa League this year, so they're good, fam.
yeah. According to me, that's true. That's true.
So
Yeah, man. Oli in, Oli at the
you get
wheel.
me, bro. If he wins Europa League, he's had a good season.
No, he
If he
has
finishes if he
definitely.
finishes second and win Europa League, that's a good season for Oli. So, you know what I mean?
Yeah. All right, cool. I think we should wrap up there. Anyway, you got anything else to add?
No, I think obviously we're gonna have to see how the season plays out. I think if we win the Europa League, then we'll revisit this conversation. But listen, I think this week has been like a normal week of football, man. Spurs are up again as normal. Normality resumes. Ole's at the wheel. Mourinho in, man. I think this has been a great week of football, you know. I can't lie to you. But I think slowly but surely, bro, we're getting back to normality, man. I think it's going to be a good couple of years coming forward watching your team. All the corn that I've received so, but you don't understand. Going on Twitter, I've received so much stick, bro. And I've had to keep my mouth shut for the last 3-4 years, bro. And I've watched people rip into my team season after season after season. All you Tottenham fans, you're going to see me the next couple of years, mate. We might not be doing the greatest, but I just know when I look across that pond down to N17, White Hart
15.
Lane.
15.
Bro, N15's where the real gun drillers live in Tottenham. You understand, bro? Yeah? The real gun drillers. Not the fake ones down. Anyway, let me not start a postcode war. Listen. Big up you, man, though. Spurs it up again. Do you know what I'm saying? But listen, bro. Like you said, you're not surprised. You're used to this shit, innit? So, ladies and gentlemen, this has been LDN State of Mind. I've been Shay. That's been Sad Chris.
As usual.
Until next week, man. We're out, bro. Peace.
See ya.
Oh, remember, guys. Tell a friend, man. Listen, I understand, yeah, that you lot don't really like these football ones, and sometimes, depending on the week, we don't really like talking about this football thing either, man. But for all the like 7.5 people listening. We're there, man. You get me? We're there. Recording this on a Monday night. But listen, our international break is coming up soon, innit? So we might switch this up.
Yeah.
Football's not my only sport, man. I like a lot of sports, to be fair. So you'll hear a lot from man coming in the next couple of weeks. But listen, all the viewership is appreciated. Hit the like button, subscribe, share, tell a friend to tell a friend, tell that friend to tell his Marge, or Pops, man. I think the Pops will probably listen to this one more than the Marges, innit? So tell a friend to tell a friend, tell that friend to tell his Pops. And all them things there, man. We'll be back next week. Same time, same place. You know what I'm saying? We out, man.
And tell that friend to tell his mum, my DMs are still open. This is Sad Chris, and Sad Chris needs some comforting. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen, for tuning in. We'll see you soon.
I think the only people you're gonna get DMing you on this episode is the grinder, man. But listen, you do your thing.
I'm out as well. See ya. Look.